Well, 2:45 in the morning. It's like I'm heading into the abyss over here. Holy cow. The video's not blurry. It's just an endless amount of fog. It's in the mid-60s, Central Florida. We're heading to the airport. It's 3:30 in the morning. Not a creature was stirring. And away we go. Fast forward many hours later. I woke up this morning at like 2 o'clock. It is now 6 o'clock. Had to actually go get something to eat. Long day of work meetings, but I have a special guest in a little bit. Maybe. What do I choose? What do I choose? So we've made our way over to, and of course the name's not here, Gordon Biersch Brewery Restaurant. This is one of my favorite places in Virginia Beach. I'm drinking this Turn to Gold sparkling Belgian golden ale, light and spicy. It's delicious. They serve it in this fancy glass so you know it's good. And by the way, we have special guests.
Hello.
That's Paul. That's Jen.
Kyle's here with us.
Yes.
Let's put a bus was down.
My secret job is actually working with this guy during the day too.
Yeah.
We don't get enough of each other at theme parks or splitting hotel rooms to go see the Wizard of Oz. But we are having some Turn to Gold ale. That's a pretzel with sausage. Those are cheese curds. That's Pickle Rick, he's dead. Bacon cheeseburger. So at Gordon Biersch, by the way, you can have your mug here waiting for you. But look at the name of this one. That's ridiculous. Well, it is 9:30. It was awesome to be able to see Paul and Jen for a little bit. I've now been up for 17 hours today, and tomorrow is another early start. So we'll get on to getting some sleep. I need it. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. We are like another 8 hours later, heading back to the office.
2,000 years later.
Well, I know it looks like the same spot, same outfit. It's been 11 hours since I last shot that last clip. I've just been swamped with work. Now I gotta go eat. So, I'll be back here in a minute. Super exciting stuff.
3 weeks later.
I am officially done for the day. 14 hours since meetings started today. Meetings last throughout the entire day. When we have lunch, it's through the meeting non-stop. Dinner through the time as well. So, needless to say, I am exhausted. So far, not the most productive vlog from a trip. I know you guys ask all the time what I do for a living or day job, and probably the only thing that I can really get into without incredible detail is that I work in the healthcare field, not as a clinician or on the administrative side as far as providing medicine, but more on the insurance side and working with opening provider networks for health insurance companies. So that is far greater information that I've ever given, but that is how the job goes. And trust me, as far as big details go, it's nothing that I think anybody would ever really be interested in. So on that note, I'm gonna head to sleep. We're gonna wake up tomorrow. We're gonna do day 3, which then brings us to travel tomorrow night, which brings us home, I think, at like 11 or 12 o'clock at night. So, holy cow, I'm ready for the weekend. But for now, see you in the morning. It's Thursday, I'm ready for work. I'm repping a little Disney love here today. By the way, this is the Westin Hotel. That was the camera strap. This is what the rooms look like at the Westin in Virginia Beach. I tried to keep it as somewhat neat as possible, but we're just about to check out. And you get a little bathroom here. Nice enough. So, I always laugh when I travel for work and you get 2 beds and 1 Kyle. We're gonna check out. And by the way, we filmed a video last week at a hotel that was down the road from Universal, completely in contrast to this. So maybe we'll tag that on to the back of this video, but this is not like typical of what I'd be looking to pay for. I look for a little bit lesser accommodations when I'm paying for things myself. The world's smallest airplane.
Receipt in front of you. Take moments to review the safety instruction card in the seat pocket.
We're going to Philadelphia. That's how small the plane is. That's the plane. Yikes. In Philadelphia Airport, and when in Rome, you get a cheesesteak. Not only do you get a cheesesteak, you get it with cheese whiz, because that's the way it goes. I normally would prefer Pats, but there's no Pats in the airport that I can see. So Geno's it is. Rough jump cuts. This epic travel day, we're finally back to this long tunnel. So embarrassingly enough, I didn't park on Pig. I parked on the Bear level. Every level of the airport is numbered, but more importantly, has an animal. I always do Pig, but for some reason, I parked on Bear by accident. Maybe because it was like 2 o'clock in the morning on the way in here. So for those keeping track at home, that was about 47 hours between 4 flights, 3 days of meetings. As if being exhausted and everything isn't enough. It's like 78 degrees outside right now, and when I left Virginia Beach, it was about 48 degrees. So even though I'm not wearing a jacket, I am like now dying from the heat. Look, it's happy people. Well, after all of that, I'm finally home. This is probably one of the worst videos that we've ever strung together here for you guys, but like I said, roughly 47 hours between travel and meetings. The meetings were good for work, although long, very long, and touching on a little bit more of what I said earlier in the video as far as at least career type, I can tell you that one of the reasons for the meeting over the last couple of days is because I have a new boss. And I know I floated out there a while back about looking at other opportunities within my company. That never came to fruition, but the boss that I was looking to try to leave from at that time ended up leaving my company. So believe it or not, I'm on my 4th boss in 4 years at this point. So it's kind of been like a hot seat and a little bit difficult. And hopefully, based off of the meetings that we had this week, things will get a lot better. Plus, I got to see Paul for a night, so that can't be too bad. But I'm happy I'm home. And this is very short. You know, one of the things that I always say, while work gets, you know, kind of a paycheck on the table, the stuff that I love to do, again, is this and the videos. And I know recently we put up that video about demonetization, and, you know, we had an overwhelming positive response. That's still happening, by the way, so every video that we've put up since that time got demonetized, and you have to argue back with YouTube and try to get your, you know, your couple of gold coins for doing your work. But it's been a struggle, but we haven't really been able to put up much stuff this week. I'm looking forward to the weekend. You know, I know Christmas has basically started at the parks, and you know, maybe we'll be able to get to see some of that. But I know for sure come Sunday, Ring of Honor's in town, so everybody that watches the channel normally for like wrestling type stuff, that's what I think Sunday is probably going to be. A good video, and I'm planning on heading out to the event with Sean, who's been in the videos here before as well, so I'm looking forward to that day. I'm actually just looking forward to getting some sleep. Tomorrow's a full work day, and it is now 10:30 at night, so I need to wake up in just a few hours and do this all over again. So on that note, thanks a lot for coming along with me. Thanks for sticking. If you made it to this part of the video, congratulations. You're a trooper, and I appreciate it. But thank you very much for all of your likes, your comments, and your subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great night. We'll see you guys. So for those that have not watched us for a while, you may not know that from time to time, if I know that we're going to be out super late, or if we're drinking and we don't want to drive and we take an Uber, we try to stay local to like Universal, especially for Halloween Horror Nights. And I tend to use the website Hotwire, where you put in for a price for a hotel instead of the actual hotel name. It's kind of like a wheel of randomness of where you're going to get selected. And I've had good luck at this Best Western that is down the road at Universal. The hotel is pretty decent, especially because it usually costs like $60 a night on Hotwire. We selected hotel this time around, which came out to $46 a night. That was in the same area as Universal. We ended up with a hotel that used to be called the Wow Hotel. Then it may still kind of be called the Grand Hotel, but it's also now the Baymont Hotel. But I thought I'd just show you what you get, just in case you are coming to the park over here and you're interested. This is the Grand / Baymont Hotel. For starters, you get this desk. This is your table. You get this mirror. It's, you know, it's reasonably clean. This is the chair that you get. You might not want to sit there, but you get an air conditioner. You get a door. The door, it works pretty well, except for the fact that if it's unlocked altogether, you just pull on it sometimes. Like if you don't, let's say we're going to shut it. You think it's shut, but you just pull on it again. Oh, now it's working. You just pull on it again, and it'll open up. Considering that you're facing out to the world and not inside, that's a little terrifying. We do get a fridge, you get a dresser, a TV, has all the local channels and basic cable. We've got this chair, we've got a bed here, we've got Mary, you got me in this mirror, and this sink. You get a coffee maker. The coffee maker, because I think they're going under renovations, has some drywall dust, and you can see it on here too. This is the ice bucket, but not bad. But most importantly, you're basically paying for a bed when you come to these hotels. You're not paying for any type of resort. They do have a pool. We'll show you on the way out and everything. We walk over to the lobby, and you get free breakfast, and the breakfast included in the buffet, like pre-made eggs, some sausage patties, fruit, bread items and stuff like that,
All the
cereal.
basic stuff.
So you can't. I mean, we had the Hotwire was running a special for $10 off also for hot or whatever they call it, like special hotels. So it ended up being like almost like $36 a night. I mean,
You can't beat that.
yeah.
He called me and said, "Hey, can I spend this much money for 2 days?" I was like, "Go ahead."
Yeah, so the bed is pretty comfortable. It's got like a memory foam mattress, so
It's decent.
yeah. And I didn't drink this from pretty much most of this Halloween Horror Night season, but and that's why we didn't do like the pumpkin beer review, but we'll get that done at some point too. But if you are drinking, I would encourage spending $50 for a hotel room instead of
Yeah.
drinking and driving, because there is an awful lot of that coming out of Universal Studios.
Awful lot.
At the end of the night. 2 nights ago, I thought I was taking my life in my hands when you're coming out of the parking lot and the cars were weaving everywhere, so no stop checks. This is the outside grounds of the hotel, and this is the pool area. They do have a little gym, and they have like a full buffet breakfast.